Tonbridge. Just rode up by train up the Medway Valley, got off at Tonbridge, and then just 10 minutes walk along the high street you pick up the river, and this is the start of my, well, hopefully going to make it a long walk from Tonbridge all the way to Maidstone, right along the river. Glorious day. It's a cool breeze. Anyway, more waffle for me later on. So Tonbridge Town Lock, and fairly straight away after leaving the high street, we're into some nice scenery and almost into the country straight away. I believe maps say it's around about 15.5 miles that I have read online. Time you've gone around a few things, I believe the whole walk's 17 miles, so I have no idea if I'm going to make it. The sun's behind me, and I think that's the case for most of the day, so at least I won't be staring into the sun. Again, it wouldn't be a walk without trying out some new equipment. I had terrible problems with the boots when I walked from Hauling to Maidstone last week, so I've bitten the bullet. I've gone for a pair of proper walking shoes. I think the boots were killing my ankles too much, so I've gone for some Merrell, however that's pronounced, Moab 2. The mother of all boots, apparently Moab stands for. I thought it was a town in Utah or Arizona, one of those two. I think it's Utah, but they say it's the mother of all boots, so we'll see what they are. I broke them in yesterday for a couple of miles on a work day, and we'll see how they fare on this About 2 miles in from Tonbridge, obviously alongside the River Medway, which flows, as I said the other day, right from way beyond Tonbridge all the way down through Maidstone, Rochester, goes down to the Thames estuary near the Isle of Sheppey. It's partly tidal. This part isn't, it's tidal from Allington Lock, the other side of Maidstone. A very pleasant walk so far, well made paths. Few dog walkers with some barky dogs, but apart from that it's been fine, and it's the first animals we've seen apart from dogs, some Kent sheep. So make a few adjustments in a minute. Everything seems to have slackened off on the boots and stuff, and we get cracking. Many more miles to go. East Lock, and for some reason now we swap over the other side of the river. It's sort of like a path that does stay on this side, but this is where the route says, so this is where we'll go. 4.5 miles in, and it's a nice section. This bit, this field's quite smooth. The other parts have been quite rough and rutted, and it's really open to the river, as you can see, without all of the embankment overgrowth, undergrowth, whichever one it is, blocking all your views. I'm faring up okay. I've had a bit of an ache in my right, with my left thigh. Seem to be walking that off. It's quite warm and sunny, and I didn't bring any suntan lotion, so another thing I forgot. I should probably end up burnt. So far it's enjoyable. Let's see if I can get to a pub for lunch. Lunch, some much needed energy, protein, just there at the opposite the pub on Yalding there, and very cutely named Teapot Island, very nearby. I think there's a cafe there, it looked quite busy. I found a nice bench, pretty nice view, and took on some energy, which I really needed at that point. Anyway, we'll leave Yalding behind now and head towards, I think it's Nettlestead next, and towards Teaston. Like 12 miles in, or almost 12 miles in, path makes a little surprise. Starts heading uphill. So the Medway Valley Walk starts right out the valley. Now I don't know why it does this, I haven't studied the map that carefully, but it's just what my legs needed. Anyway, most is behind us. See how much energy we've got left to do the final stretch. This is Tonbridge. Looks very peaceful and calm at the moment. But, during heavy rains and bad winters, this whole valley floods. Literally, I've seen it flood right up to the train tracks just there. In the distance, the whole valley is just underwater. It happens a fair amount along here. Well, we're 12 and a bit miles in. Just over 3 to go, so just over the hour I think, if I can last. New walking shoes, fantastically comfortable. The right foot, I've never felt anything so comfortable. Going all through the toes and the centre portion of my left foot is fabulous. Unfortunately the left heel rubs ever so slightly, so I don't know if I've got a blister there or it's just sore, so I'm going to have to find a cure for that, maybe some sort of heel grip or something, or slight half insole. But we made it this far, I'm not giving up. I'm sure this is the Medway Valley Walk, or is this the West Highland Way? Because I'm sure they're Highland cattle. They're a bit lost down there in Kent. That's nice, since we've had the driest summer for a long time. And there's what it's like around here in winter on this walk. Well, I'm almost 14 miles in now, the final stretch, and as you can see behind me, it's part of the path is tarmacked, and that started just back there as we crossed over the little bridge. So I would imagine this is paved all the way into the centre of Maidstone now. Could be wrong, but it's kind of how the other path, the other side of Maidstone, ended up footpaths and then paved for the last 2 miles. So I think it's the last sort of village along this river before we get to Maidstone. This is East Farley. A lot of moorings here, permanent moorings. Well, just walking into Maidstone now, which seems to be all built up with flats alongside the river. And the walk changed from really pleasant riverside, pleasant people to like dregs of society along here. Some unsavoury characters walking around. Some very nice ones as well, probably. But that's it, it's the end of the walk. It's 16 miles under my belt. So I could go on another 16 miles, but I'd be lying because I can't, because I'm absolutely knackered. So I'm going to finish off with a pint. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next one, wherever that may be.